Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Before we get into the actual video, I just wanted to say I kind of have some allergies, so if I sound a little bit funny, that's why. And it's a really, really rainy and dreary day where I am right now. So, I have in front of me a almost full box of Halo Infinite blind bags. And I thought, what better thing to do when it's just rainy and dreary outside than open some blind bags? So I found these at Target, and I just went ahead and bought the whole box and took the box itself too. You can see all the figures and the quantity of each on there. Unfortunately, this box is not quite full. There's supposed to be 32 packs per box, and there's only 20 in here, so 12 figures have been taken out. And I think I know which ones have been taken out, but I'm not entirely sure, and I'm also not sure about the order of these figures, so it'll be kind of a surprise. So let's just go ahead and start opening these. All right, we're just gonna take one from the front. That's actually, I like that packaging. And you can see right here, it says Halo Infinite Series 1, which means we will be seeing more Halo Infinite blind bags. The codes are here, typically. Up right here, it's printed on there in like a black. Alrighty. First pack. Who will it be? Let's go down a little bit. It's an elite. There we go. He's all put together, and he's got this really cool, like metallic blue purple color. And on the box, it kind of just looks blue, like blue, almost just like the Clash on the Ring Elites and the one that is found in the Mongoose Halo Infinite set, the Recon Getaway. But it's not. It's this really cool purple. And I'll be doing a review of a full set of these figures. And in that video, I'll give you a side-by-side of all those elites with this guy. But for now, we'll just take a look at him. Nice energy sword too. Very cool looking figure. All right, he'll sit back over here while we pull out some buddies for him. Snip, snip. We've got a suicide grunt. And he comes mostly built too. We'll just go ahead and build him right here. Put those on. This is the new style of grunt, actually. I think these are called Grunt Imperials. Let's hope the head actually goes on. It doesn't stick like past grunts. It's kind of sticky. Not terrible, but not great either. And the reason this is a suicide grunt is the fact that he just runs around with a pair of plasma grenades. Whoa, wait a minute, what? There are different color stands? What? Look, the Elite has this tan color and the Grunt has green. I've never seen that before. Usually a series just goes with one type of stand and that's it. Yeah, he has a green stand. That's really cool, actually. And this new Grunt design is pretty cool too. Unfortunately, the yellow of the helmet does not really match the orangey yellow of the plastic, which is a bit of a bummer. But aside from that, this is a great figure. The grenades look very nice too. And the fact that he has a green stand is so cool. All right, let's see. Now, I'm pretty sure that this box does not have any Marines, it does not have any Gummy Bro Hammers, and it does not have any of the Pelicans. If the codes were correct, unfortunately. Luckily, I do already have one of the Gummy Bro Hammers, but I do need that Marine and that Pelican. Let's see. Who is this? Another Elite. I'm not complaining about that at all because these Elites are fantastic army builders. For the moment, though, I'm just going to set the parts aside so that we can get to another bag since you've already seen the Elite. I have a feeling this is going to be another Grunt. And when I say that, I literally mean I feel that there's another Grunt in here. Oh, well, I was wrong. That is another Elite. So we'll just slide those out of the way too. The Elites take such a long time to build. Who is this? Ooh, yes, yes, yes. It is the new Spartan Gungnir and a green stand. There we go. The Gungnir is all built, and this is actually a female Spartan, but interestingly enough, it does not use the female waist, just the female torso and the chest armor that fits that torso. It's a pretty nice color, very bright, but still very nice, and there's no print on the chest plate, even though it could really use some, but it is just a blind bag figure. As a blind bag figure, though, the head is printed up almost to Heroes level. That is a fantastic amount of print. My only complaint here is the fact that it is so tight that it really doesn't move. And that seems to be an issue that's becoming more and more prevalent with Mega Construx, and that's not good. The shoulder armors are also rather loose, which is an easy fix, but still, that really shouldn't be an issue. That off-white is very nice. We've got the green stand and then the Covenant carbine. There are very few sounds that are better than the noises that a blind bag makes. Just saying. Come on, cut. Yo, there we go. That is the Spartan Mark 7. There is the Spartan Mark 7. That is a really nice color. Very nice. This guy is lacking some of the print that the Mark 7s from sets and from the Heroes had, but that head print is fantastic, and they even went and did all of the print on the top of the head, which surprised me quite a bit. His weapon is a all-silver brute shot, and this shoulder armor is weirdly loose, and the head is once again very tight, which is unfortunate, and I do not like that that is an issue. There's the back. There's some kind of ugly spots where the mold machine cut, but that's not too much of an issue. And the stand for this guy is tan, like the Elites. So we have 4 unique figures so far, 2 duplicate Elites. Let's keep going. Ooh. There we go. This is the active Camo Master Chief, who I think is actually a common figure. which is nice because this is actually a pretty nice looking figure. It's just the Halo Infinite Chief, but in all clear. He's got a clear stand, and he has a clear battle rifle. That's pretty cool. There's a couple different shades of clear, so like his undersuit is slightly more cloudy, his forearms are slightly more cloudy, which kind of adds a little bit of extra texture to the whole figure, which is very nice. And his only problem is one loose shoulder armor. Moving on. Who will this be? There we go, another Mark 7. Very cool. We'll just continue to pile the duplicates up off to the side, which the rest of the box may actually just be duplicates if there is not any Marines or Brohammers. I know for sure that there are no Pelicans in here, unfortunately. Another active camo Master Chief. Very cool. Let's see. I think I was wrong last time I said this, but I think this is a Grunt. Golly, I just can't get these Grunts. I was wrong again. That is another Gungnir. Gungnir, however you want to say it. You got to make sure when you're snipping these open that there are no parts floating up in here. Wouldn't want to snip any parts. Okay, I have a feeling this is an elite. My guesses are just all over the place today. That is not an elite. That is another Master Chief. I think this is another Mark 7. If I'm wrong, I will not guess anymore for the rest of this video. But hey, I wasn't wrong this time. That is indeed another Mark 7. So, I will continue guessing. This is a Grunt. This has got to be a Grunt. Yes, it is, and his pieces kind of went rolling all over the place. Might as well put him together. Oh, this guy's head is better than the other one. It doesn't stick as much. There's kind of like almost vignettes of figures in here because we have the Gungnir and the Grunts who have the green stands, and then the Mark 7s and the elites who have the tan stands. So it's like they're in different environments. I wonder what the reason for that is. And I wonder too if the multiple color stands are going to continue to Halo Infinite Series 2. Aha, another active camo Master Chief. Now, speaking of Halo Infinite Series 2, if you guys like these videos, like me getting the whole box, oh, I think this is another Grunt. Maybe not. If you guys like these, let me know, and I can try to continue this. You know, whenever a blind bag series comes out, I can see if I can obtain a whole box like this. There we go. Another active camo Master Chief, and I think that should be the last Master Chief. I believe that there is 5 per box. Looks like we have just 5 packs left. I think this is another Grunt. The Grunts are pretty easy, even if you don't have the codes. you can pretty much feel the Grunt because he's such a big lump. I mean, like, that is just in there. Put him together. How's his head? Not bad, not bad. Could use a little bit of sanding, but it's not awful. All right, and once again, a green stand. And he will go join his buddies over here. There we go. I think this is another elite. Nope, I was wrong. It's another Mark 7, and I'm running out of space for piles on my little studio. Gotta move some pieces around. Okay, we're down to 3 packs and another Grunt. This has got to be another Grunt. Yes. Marines and Grunts, you know, you can never have too many of those. Which I'm a little ticked that whoever went to Target before me picked out all the Marines. Oh, that guy looks like he got a little bit of misprint on his helmet. Yeah, like I don't particularly mind because there's less Brohammers, and even with the Pelican, I think there's like only 1 or 2 per box. But all the Marines, come on. At least leave 1 or 2 for the rest of us. But then again, I bought the entire box, so I guess I shouldn't really be talking. There we go, another Grunt. Yeah, he's got a little kind of smudge of gray on his helmet. Alrighty, the last 2. I think it should be Elites and Mark 7s. Yep, there's an Elite. The final pack. The last one. And it's probably an Elite. It's got to be an Elite. Move that off to the side. Yes, indeed. It is an Elite. That's a lot of building that I've got there. One thing about buying a whole box is you end up with so many of these little slips that show you all of the figures. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, everybody is built. There's all of the figures that were in that box. That is just about 20 figures. No, it should be exactly 20 figures. And obviously there are no Marines, no Gummy Brohammers, and no Pelicans. And there's also 1 less Mark 7, and there's 1 less Gungnir, and 1 less Grunt. Now, let me just show you all the figures that do not have any sort of major defects. That number is now a lot smaller. And I gotta say, I am not impressed with this series so far just because of the quality control. So far we have, for almost all the figures, we have loose shoulder armor, extremely tight heads. Both of those are kind of problematic. You know, looks wise, they don't look cheap. You know, we've got the excellent helmet prints for these 2, the new colors here, all the print for the Grunts. This guy, he got a little bit of messed up paint for his head, but he's still a solid figure. Like that little bit of gray is not going to make him an unusable figure. let me show you why I removed all the other figures. We're just gonna go through these one by one. That's not supposed to happen. Like, no, that's not supposed to happen. You push it in there and it doesn't go in all the way. So it flexes this way, forward and backward, and just eventually kind of ends up hanging by a thread. And of course, he's got the loose shoulder armors. No amount of pushing will get that arm to go back where it should go. I have tried. Same with this dude, but it's the reverse arm. It just doesn't go in. It like kind of halfway goes in and then just wobbles around and falls out. I was building him, his arm kept falling out. So that's 2 Master Chiefs with defects. This elite, let me see, is this, yes, this guy, his torso, like what the heck? His torso is kind of warped upward, so he's got that big weird gap. Let me grab one of the other elites. You see what I'm talking about there? See that big gap? That's not okay either. That's a big mess up. Next, let's see. Which arm was it? No, it was this one. Well, wait, was it? Unless, oh, wait a moment. I think I grabbed the wrong dude. Let me find him. There was an elite with the same problem as the Master Chiefs, except I've now misplaced him. So, well, we'll find him in a minute, but let's take a look at the Gungnir. Loose shoulder armors. But to see this problem, what the heck? Look at that. The whole back half of the groin piece is just not there. So that kind of really screws up the figure. Yeah, let me find that elite. There we go. His arm. You can kind of push it in, but it has the same flex the wrong direction, and it just falls out. So that is a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures with defects. Well, there you have it. That was 20 Halo Infinite blind bags, 25% of which were defects. So, like I said, you're going to have to be extremely cautious when buying these. Like, I'm not saying don't buy them, but I am saying that keep in mind that there is a high chance of getting a defect figure in this wave. And I don't know, maybe it was just the box that I got. Maybe that just had a lot of defects in it, and it won't be like this everywhere else. But I kind of think that's not the case, because I've seen other people getting these and getting even worse defects than I got. And that's not okay. So when you're buying these, know that there's a very high chance that you're going to have to go straight to customer service and request a replacement. I'll do a review of a full series of these in another video, and we'll get some comparisons between other figures in there. But I'm just going to say right off the bat before anything that so far it seems like the Grunts are the best figures from this wave. The Grunts and maybe the Mark 7s. Except for the fact that this Grunt came with a extremely stressed and somewhat warped base plate. I did not notice that before, but yeah, you can see that stress mark. I mean, that's not a huge deal because I have more stands, but that's still annoying. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.